नमस्कार, स्वागत है आप सबका आज के कार्यक्रम में। कुछ ही क्षणों में ये कार्यक्रम आरंभ होने वाला है। ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ टेलीकॉम रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया, I welcome you all to this joyous and momentous occasion, as today TRAI celebrates its founding day and significant milestone of 25 glorious years of service to the nation. This celebration is also special as this coincides with AZADI ka AMRIT MAHOTSAV, 75 years of independence of our country. A silver jubilee has a special significance in the life of any organization, as it signifies a coming of age and maturity. It is a celebrative milestone in the journey of its vision and mission. Today, when we are commemorating TRAI's 25 years of success, excellence, and growth, it is my proud privilege to welcome our distinguished chief guests, Dr. P.D. Waghela, Chairman, TRAI, and Ms. Manekshaw Gupta, Member, TRAI. I would also like to extend a hearty welcome to Shri K. Rajaraman, Secretary, Telecom, former members and secretaries of TRAI. We are also happy to have amongst us our former officers and employees of TRAI. A warm welcome to all of you. Please extend a big round of applause to all the former authorities and present authorities, our chief guests. Before we move forward with the program, there is a humble request. Kindly put your mobile phones on silent mode so that the program can proceed with the solemnity it deserves. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very pleasant coincidence that TRAI is celebrating its silver jubilee in the milestone year of our nation, 75 years of independence. This definitely is an opportunity for TRAI to showcase the pivotal role and the significant contribution it has made to the nation in promoting and ensuring an orderly and just phenomenal growth of the telecom and broadcasting services across the length and the breadth of the country, not only providing a conducive environment to the industry to flourish, but also ensuring that the consumers have access to these services at affordable prices in a competitive environment. The Honorable PM has said that the next 25 years are crucial for us, the AMRIT Kal, where, in keeping technology at the core of all transformation, we shape a resilient, Atmanirbhar, future-ready, a 21st century empowered, inclusive growth India, where the person at the last mile is also a contributor and beneficiary of the growth. And thereby, this milestone year for TRAI is an opportunity to reflect and strategize for the future, to realize the vision of not only India at 100, when India celebrates its 100 years of independence, but also 50 years of TRAI, enabling India to have a leading role in the emerging global information society. तो आइए अब कार्यक्रम का शुभारंभ करते हैं परंपरागत दीप प्रज्वलन से। अग्नि प्रकृति के 5 तत्वों में से वो तत्व है जिसके संपर्क में कोई भी चीज़ आती है तो वो शुद्ध हो जाती है। अग्नि शाश्वत है और इसीलिए हमारी संस्कृति में किसी भी शुभ कार्य को करने से पहले दीप प्रज्वलित करके अग्नि का आवाहन किया जाता है। और अगर ऐसे में वैदिक मंत्रोच्चार भी हों तो सोने पे सुहागा। संगीत नाटक अकादमी की ओर से उज्जैन से आए अनमोल वशिष्ठ और रोहित शुक्ला अब वैदिक मंत्रोच्चार करेंगे और मैं निवेदन करूंगी ट्राई के माननीय अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर पी.डी. वाघेला, ट्राई की सदस्य सुश्री मीनाक्षी गुप्ता, ट्राई के सचिव श्री वी रघुनंदन, पूर्व सदस्यों और सचिवों से कि कृपया वो मंच पर पधार कर दीप प्रज्वलित करें। तालियों से हम अभिनंदन करें अपने माननीय अतिथि वृंद का।
ओम नमः सामवेदाय। ओम अग्निन्दूतं वृणीमाहे होतारं विश्ववेदसम् अस्या यज्ञस्या सुक्रतुम् अग्निन्दूता व्रीणीमः श्ववेदसाम् अस्य या स्याशोक्रतुम् इडा भा ओ ई डा आवो राजा नामध्वा रस्य रुद्रा हो ता रोदसीयो अग्निम्पो रा तनाई त्नोरचित्तात हिरण्या रू पामव साई कार्णो ध्वा
बहुत बहुत आभार। अब मैं दरख्वास्त करूंगी ट्राई की सदस्य सुश्री मीनाक्षी गुप्ता जी से कि कृपया मंच पर पधारें और सभी अतिथियों का स्वागत करें। सुश्री मीनाक्षी गुप्ता जी।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. P.D. Waghela, Chairman, TRAI, distinguished former members and secretaries of TRAI who are present with us today, Shri V. Raghunandan, Secretary, TRAI, all colleagues from TRAI, including the retired ones, and most importantly, the families of all the officers, all the colleagues from TRAI who are present here today. It is actually a privilege and honor for me to welcome you all on this occasion of celebration of 25 years of TRAI. And as already mentioned, coinciding with the AZADI ka AMRIT MAHOTSAV. We have already heard about the TRAI being set up on this day 25 years ago and the good work that it has done for the sectoral growth, for the benefit of consumers, etc. So I'll not dwell on that further. But I would again like to re-emphasize that it's an important occasion for all of us, for the entire TRAI family. I would therefore like to congratulate each and every member of TRAI present here. This is a defining moment for all of us. It's a day of celebration, a day when we look back on the many challenges that we have overcome very successfully. And we are also confident that with the skills and knowledge sets that we have acquired over the years, we will be able to meet the future challenges as well. And this glorious journey of TRAI will continue forever. We all look forward to the Golden Jubilee celebrations 25 years from now. It's indeed a matter of pride to have with us the former authorities, secretaries, and other retired officers of TRAI. By celebrating the Silver Jubilee of TRAI, we are in fact celebrating the success of these architects of the telecom reforms of India. And we are acknowledging and recognizing the courage, aspiration, enthusiasm, energy, and hard work of each one present here. At this juncture, I would like to specifically thank and congratulate all the family members, the spouses in particular, who were the forces behind the TRAI officers. We all have heard that there is a woman behind every successful man, but I think there is a family behind every successful man. And unless the family cooperates, the officers cannot give their 100% to the organization for which they are working. And I can say with a lot of pride that all the people with whom we have been working in TRAI, they actually are giving more than their 100% to the organization. And obviously, this is not possible without the full support of the families. And therefore, once again, I would like to congratulate you on this particular occasion and thank you also in a manner that without your support, it would not have been possible. TRAI would not have been able to meet the challenges that it had faced successfully so far. I would also like to share that due to all these continued efforts towards promoting effective regulation, India has recently been designated by ITU as Advanced Category Nation, which is the highest category in the ICT Regulatory Benchmarking Index G5. And with the support of all of you, we hope to cover many more milestones in future. Once again, I welcome you all and thank all of you for joining us and making this memorable evening possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Today, TRAI is known as one of the best regulators in the world. This achievement has been possible due to tireless hard work, dedication, professional excellence, and vision of the former chairman, members, and secretaries, officers, and employees who served TRAI in the last 25 years. कोई भी इमारत एक दिन में तो नहीं बनती. एक एक ईंट लगाकर बरसों बरस में जाकर एक मजबूत इमारत तैयार होती है. इसी तरह कोई भी संस्था किसी एक व्यक्ति के श्रम से नहीं बनती. इसके लिए उससे जुड़े हर एक व्यक्ति का दृढ़ संकल्प और मेहनत से जुटना ज़रूरी होता है. एक टीम की तरह जब वरिष्ठ और कनिष्ठ कर्मचारी मिलकर खून पसीना एक करते हैं, तभी ट्राई जैसी गौरवशाली संस्था बनती है. आज इस शुभ अवसर पर ट्राई अपने सभी पूर्व अध्यक्षों, सदस्यों, सचिवों, अधिकारियों और कर्मचारियों को सलाम करता है. मैं दरख्वास्त करूंगी ट्राई के पूर्व सदस्यों, सचिवों, अधिकारियों और कर्मचारियों से कि कृपया अपने स्थान पर खड़े होकर हम सबका अभिनंदन स्वीकार करें. आइए हम सब मिलकर तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट से इस्तकबाल करें इन सभी का जिनकी बरसों बरस की मेहनत से आज ट्राई उस जगह पर है, उस मुकाम पर है जहां उसे एक उदाहरण के तौर पर देखा जाता है. Thank you so much. May I now request Dr. P.D. Waghela, Ms. Meenakshi Gupta, Shri V. Raghunandan to please come up on the stage for felicitation of former members and secretaries. So First of all, I would now request Ms. Meenakshi Gupta, member TRAI, to felicitate Shri R.N. Prabhakar, who served TRAI as member from the year 2009 to 2012. आपकी तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट से इन पूर्व अधिकारियों का, अथॉरिटीज़ का उत्साह बढ़ेगा और आप सबकी तरफ से आपका जो आभार है उन तक पहुंचेगा। 2007 to 2010, ओके, सो 2010 से 2012 तक, 2007 से 2010 तक। I would like to call upon Shri R. Ashok, who served TRAI as member from the year 2012 to 2015. Now I would like to call upon Shri Anil Kaushal, who served TRAI as member from the year 2015 to 2018. Shri Anil Kaushal. Thank you so much, sir. I would now request Shri V. Raghunandan, Secretary TRAI, to felicitate Dr. P. D. Waghela, Chairman TRAI.
It's my honor and privilege to actually felicitate the present authority, इसलिए just with all your permission.
सर, परिवार के जो मुखिया हैं उनका सत्कार करना तो बनता है। Now, Ms. Meenakshi Gupta, member TRAI. Now, I would like to call upon Shri Rajiv Sinha, Principal Advisor NSL, to felicitate Shri Sudhir Gupta, who has served TRAI as Secretary from the year 2014 to 2017. I would now call upon Shri Mahendra Srivastav, Principal Advisor, QoS, IT and CA, to felicitate Shri S.K. Gupta, who has served TRAI as Secretary from the year 2017 to 2021. I would now call upon Shri R.R. Tiwari, Advisor Admin TRAI, to felicitate Shri V. Raghunandan, Secretary TRAI. A big round of applause for Shri V. Raghunandan. ये एक अविस्मरणीय पल है और मैं निवेदन करूंगी सभी पूर्व अथॉरिटीज से कि कृपया मंच पर आएं एक ग्रुप फोटो के लिए. Thank you so much, sir. Now it's my proud privilege to invite a personality who, through his leadership qualities and as the head of TRAI, created a culture of excellence and continuous improvement, inspired and motivated his teams to work towards a shared direction, purpose, and vision, while also providing guidance and support to help them achieve their full potential. An organization like TRAI, which has its roots in public welfare and service, cannot succeed without a strong leader who can create an environment of trust, transparency, and open communication. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome a leader and visionary par excellence, Dr. P.D. Waghela, Chairman, TRAI.
Very, very warm welcome to every ex-members, ex-secretaries, present member, present secretary, all the officers who worked in TRAI, some of our officers who are on deputation, all the present officers. It is a great privilege to be talking on 25 years of TRAI. This is an occasion in any institution in which an institution can further reaffirm its resolve to serve the nation. Many times it's said that symbols are very, very important in order to bring the commitment, in order to bring the kind of renewed enthusiasm and renewed motivation to work with a dedication and with a sincerity which can further cause of the nation. So with this, we are, some of the chairpersons could not come here, and some of the members also have not been able to come here, and some secretaries have not been able to, but we'll make it sure that, they are felicitated, and they are also sent the, mementos and the shawl to them personally by our officers. So, I will take this occasion to take an overview of what TRAI has done. I think, when I will read some of the things which we have done, everyone who is sitting over here, they can take pride that, he was here at that time, that particular consultation paper was written. It is not possible that I will be talking about each and every recommendation we made, each and every regulation we made. But I will generally try to, highlight, the major recommendations and major, regulations which TRAI brought out in the last 25 years. So, again, welcome everyone. And on behalf of the authority, officers and staff of Telecom Regulatory Authority, I take great pleasure in again welcoming everyone to this momentous occasion. As we know that TRAI was established with effect from 20th February 1997, this very date, by an Act of Parliament to regulate telecom sector. Broadcasting and cable services were brought under the ambit of TRAI in the year 2004. During this 25 years of regulatory journey, TRAI has constructively contributed in the development of telecom and broadcasting sectors in the country. The objective of establishing a regulator have largely been met, even with limited mandate, unlike other global telecom regulators. A World Bank study finds that every 10% increase in broadband penetration boosts GDP growth by 1.38% in developing countries. Digital profile of India has seen a sea change. When TRAI was formed in 1997, the telecom market had a little over 14.5 million phone connection, which has now grown to more than 1,172 million. Also, from insignificant numbers of internet subscribers in 2014, India has more than 851 million internet subscribers, out of which 816 million are broadband subscribers. Average data usage per subscriber per month is almost 18 gigabyte, one of the highest in the world. Tariffs are one of the lowest. Though tele density in rural area is not satisfactory, as a positive sign from digital inclusion point of view, growth rate of subscriber in rural area is higher than the urban areas. As we have robust telecom and broadcasting ecosystem in place, both policy makers and regulators, ably supported by the service providers, rose to the occasion to ensure uninterrupted connectivity in our country during COVID. The business and commercial activities have been largely shifted to online mode, thanks to the readiness of the digital communication infrastructure, which enabled us to sail through the crisis. US of Government of India has allowed unconnected areas and people to be connected. Community service centers, government portals, and private entrepreneurs have allowed access to citizens to G2B and G2C as well as B2C services. Community service centers, which are more than 450 lakhs, provide cost-effective digital content and services including e-governance, education, health, agriculture, rural banking, insurance, direct benefit transfer to target beneficiary, commercial services, and even entertainment. Our unique UPI, which powers multiple bank accounts into a single mobile application, is a huge success, enabled by a robust telecom infrastructure. Just look at the figures of, let's look at the figures. Number of banks which are on these portals are 385 banks. UPI transactions in January 2023, if you look at the volume, there are 80 billion transactions in just 1 month. And this is increasing. And the value is 129.89 trillion of rupees. And as Prime Minister told that, of the total transaction which are carried out in the world, 40% is accounted by this, this online financial transaction. Over the last 25 years, TRAI has handled many vital issues, challenges and problems, and issued some landmark recommendations and regulations, transforming both telecom and broadcasting sectors and thereby the economy. Therefore, we at TRAI can take pride in saying that telecom sector is effectively contributing to the overall digitalization, digital inclusion, economic growth, and national building. We have a very transparent consultation process, and each of our decisions go through an elaborate consultation where all stakeholders are given opportunity to voice their views, and even common public can take part in the process. The open house discussion is one such platform where everyone can participate in the consultation process. Landmark, there are many recommendations as told, but landmark recommendations were made by TRAI in the last 25 years, and you all people have contributed to this. I will mention some of this. When it comes to liberalization of telecom sector and promoting competition, TRAI recommended for opening up of national long distance and international long distance sector in 1919 and 2000 respectively. This resulted in entry of new players, competition and choice in the services. In year 2000, TRAI recommended entry of fourth mobile operator in India, basis which DOT awarded CMTC license to the fourth operator in 2001 through competitive bidding. This led to creation of additional mobile infrastructure and competition in the mobile services. In 2006, TRAI recommended framework for mobile number portability. I think one of the excellent initiative. MNP got implemented in the country in 2011. This enabled the level of competition between the service provider. Coming to broadband proliferation and infrastructure development, in 2001, TRAI gave its recommendation on Universal Service Obligation Fund. This led to establishment of USO Fund in 2002. We all know how this fund has led to provision of DCI in far-flung and hilly areas and even islands. In 2010, TRAI recommended National Broadband Plan. This resulted in creation of BharatNet to facilitate the availability of broadband services at Panchayat and village level. The launch of BharatNet project with an aim of connecting 6 lakhs villages avoid finance from USO Fund. In 2013 and 14, TRAI recommended investment plan for improving telecom services in the northeastern states, Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep. This led to seamless connectivity to fuel digital economy in these areas. In 2021, TRAI made recommendation on roadmap to promote broadband connectivity and enhance broadband speed for infrastructure creation, fiberization and densification of the network. And it also included proliferation of high-speed broadband services in the country. As a result, you all know, National Portal for ROW, bringing all sanctioning authority on the single platform, was launched recently, and this has brought down the time taken for giving permission, ROW permission. National Fiber Authority is also to be established, and I'm very happy DOT has accepted this recommendation. The full implementation of this recommendation, I'm sure, will transform the DCI in the country. Coming to liberalization of licensing framework, this is also very important. In 2003, TRAI gave its recommendation for unification of access services, that is provision of mobile telephony as well as fixed line telephony through a single license. It facilitated ease of doing business in access service market. In 2012, TRAI recommended introduction of unified license regime. This led to introduction of unified license regime in 2013. This resulted in convergence of network and services. And as a time passed, recently we have also recommended unbundling of the services. So as the experience goes, TRAI does not hesitate changing its own recommendation. In the year 2015, TRAI recommended introduction of virtual network operators. This led to introduction of VNO regime in 2016 in the country. With regard to access spectrum and adoption of newer technologies, in 2008, TRAI gave its recommendation for auction of spectrum for 3G and broadband wireless access. This led to first access spectrum auction in the country in 2010. This was a paradigm shift from the administrative assignment of spectrum to auction-based assignment. In 2012, TRAI recommended adoption of technology neutral approach. This was a very, very radical recommendation of the TRAI. All access spectrum assigned through the auction process shall be technology agnostic. In 2014, TRAI gave separate recommendation on spectrum sharing and spectrum trading. Spectrum sharing and spectrum trading were permitted in the country in 2015. In 2017, TRAI gave recommendation on machine-to-machine communication. This has helped in deployment of various use cases for IoT implementation in different verticals. Based on TRAI recommendations, government conducted spectrum auctions in 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2021, and recently, most important recommendation, 2021 on 5G. So this recommendation on auction of spectrum for IMT 5G was made in 2012. 2022. This included path-breaking recommendations, including reduction in reserve prices by almost 40%. Of course, this was based on a methodology and on the scientific calculation. To facilitate adoption of 5G of Industry 4.0, recommendations for captive non-public networks were also made, and this has been accepted by the government. Our recommendation on adopting vertical approach, this is very important. Vertical approach for penetration of 5G is path breaking. We have recommended that vertical ministries with target-based budgetary programs should take up issues of affordability, connectivity, and digital literacy of their stakeholder citizens. For this, we have recommended setting up digital cells headed by joint secretary in every ministry. Also, our recommendation includes setting up of a portal by every department to identify, develop, and deploy affordable use cases for their sectors through hand-holding and helping startups and other innovators. We have recommended forming an interministerial working group, and this recommendation has been accepted for coordination among line ministries. Most importantly, we have highlighted the need to survey level of digitalization among MSMEs and prepare a special action plan for the MSMEs. I made recommendation on use of street furniture for small cell and aerial fiber deployment after successfully carrying out 4 pilot projects, and I should thank our officers for taking this in a record break time and successfully completing the pilot projects, and now this has become a case for other countries also to follow. In year 2022, TRAI made recommendation on establishment of data centers, content delivery networks, and interconnect exchange in India. Again, here we have not handled only technical aspects, but we have also handled how the data centers can be promoted in the country, and how can we seize the opportunity as data will become very important. Today we have issued transformative recommendation with regard to IBS, in building solution. We all know the problem of connectivity in the building and in the major public places. If the framework suggested by TRAI implemented in right earnest, the problem of the in-building connectivity will be largely solved. Coming to broadcasting sector, the sector is thriving with close to 200 million television homes. Out of this, paid television households are close to 130 million. The audience have a choice of more than 900 television channels and more than 1,000 distribution platforms, including DTH, multi-system operators, HITS operators, and IPTV service providers. The sector has progressed a lot with TRAI's path-breaking steps to improve transparency and create a level playing field. TRAI's recommendation to introduce digital addressable system made in 2001 is most important step to improve the cable and television sector in India, implemented over 5 years period. And the introduction of DAS put the industry on a path of double-digit growth. The TRAI's regulations prescribe must carry and must provide principles, thereby safeguarding interest of broadcasters and distributors alike. These provisions from the fulcrum of transparency in the sector for establishing level playing field. Must carry provision obligates a distributor to carry the television channel on his platform. There are provisions of maintaining transparent waiting lists for the new channels and broadcasters. Must provide provisions mandate every broadcasters to provide its television channel to every distribution service provider in a non-discriminatory manner. Content piracy and illegal sharing of channels has been a bane for the industry. We have framed testing and certification guidelines for the CS and SMS providers. Once this framework is put in force, the problem of piracy will be largely solved. And I thank DOT and TC for taking up the work of standardization and other aspect of implementation of this very, very important regulation. Our recommendation on interoperability of set-top box, introduction of television tuner in all television sets, digital terrestrial television, transparency in television, audience measurement, and ease of doing business have been way ahead of times. Many initiatives of the government are a result of TRAI's business-friendly recommendation. Our recommendation on platform services have ensured level playing field amongst broadcasters and distributors. As a regulator, TRAI understands its role as an enabler for business. Our recent recommendations on monopoly market competition in cable television sectors reflects our positive approach. Our recommendation is very clear that given that ample competition exists in cable service sector, there is no need to add compliance burden or additional oversight. Is an ample proof of the wisdom of TRAI to steer away from unnecessary regulations. Other path-breaking measures include allowing higher foreign direct investments, enabling infrastructure sharing, and expanding radio services by allowing industry to migrate to common license fee, and on promoting community radio in country have helped the sector. Of course, FM radio, again, it came up after the recommendation of TRAI. I do admit there are issues to be handled in the form of still low rural penetration, low fiberization, a serious concern from the point of view of 5G, and low adoption of digital technology like by MSMEs. I am sure that with the implementation of some of recommendation, these problems can be easily handled. One of the important objectives of TRAI is to ensure that the interests of consumers are protected, and at the same time nurture the condition for the growth of telecommunication, broadcasting and cable service in a manner and at pace that will enable India to play a leading role in emerging global information technology. In addition to general activities like consumer outreach programs, coordinating with registered consumer advocacy groups, creation of consumer awareness through literature, media campaigns, our next step is to concentrate on digital inclusion of specific groups like women, challenged persons, LGBT and sex workers, tribals and scheduled castes. We have started reaching out to citizens using video conferencing facilities. For example, recently, we organized an online seminar in which all students of Technical Institutes of Gujarat and their faculty members took part. And we want to, replicate this in other states also. 2 seminars involving MSME units of India are also on cards. We have gained a rich 25 years of regulatory experience in regulating one of the largest markets in the world, and it is our joy to share this experience to other regulators through our training programs, imparting our best practice, regulatory methods and practices. As a regulator, we are aware of the challenging in dealing with regulatory issues in the digital world. In this digital environment, there will be many overlapping regulatory issues concerning multiple regulators as a business activity transcends across regulatory boundaries. For example, digital financial services, which has regulatory implications in more than one sector. TRAI has set up joint committee of regulators with members from RBI, SEBI, Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Ministry of Home Affairs and DOT to study the multifaceted regulatory issues and come up with possible solutions, especially with regard to spam and frauds. The platforms such as FOIR can create the desired level ground for the regulators to come on board and discuss on issues which are having cross-sectoral implication. Again, an initiative of TRAI has recently successfully collaborated with CRC and Ministry of Power to share power infrastructure and handle other issues of power faced by the telecom sector. As a member has already mentioned, we have become 5th generation regulators, and simply because of the, we have taken the steps with regard to collaboration. So today it is a proud moment for us in TRAI as we celebrate our silver jubilee on its foundation day. And on this day, we pledge that we will continue serving our nation through a mandate entrusted to us. I take this opportunity to thank all the past chairpersons, our deputy chairman, there was a lone deputy chairperson, members, secretaries, the present and past officers and employees who have worked with the TRAI. Of course, the family members who stood with them, and I thank them also. It is because of your commitment, sincerity that today TRAI is known for being always a leader in coming out with regulations and recommendations ahead of times. It is no surprise that our consultation papers and recommendations are downloaded and used by regulators, researchers and academicians all over the world. Let us pledge that we will put all efforts in the AMRIT Kal to make India the most significant player in the digital world even before 2047. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your words will definitely go a long way in inspiring all of us to reach for new heights and help us to stay focused on our goals. Ladies and gentlemen, to commemorate this occasion, we also have a beautiful dance presentation by Sangeet Natak Academy. But before we move to the cultural part of today's program, may I now request Shri V. Raghunandan, Secretary TRAI, to kindly propose vote of thanks. Shri V. Raghunandan.
Good evening, respected Chairman, Dr. P.D. Vaghela, all the former members, former secretaries, and present member, Ms. Manekshaw Madam, and all the senior officers of TRAI, and the employees, staff, and others. I take this opportunity once again to thank you all on behalf of TRAI. First of all, let me start with actually former chairman, former chairman personally called me, sir, actually. Justice Sodhi Saab, who was the first chairman of TRAI, He had in fact called and then expressed his best wishes. He could not come. So in absentia, I would like to thank him. Being the first chairman of TRI, we would have been honored and privileged had he been able to come here. He could not come, but however, he has sent a personal mail as well as personally called me and then expressed his best wishes. And next, actually, Mr. Baijal Saab, former chairman, he has also personally called and conveyed his best wishes. I would like to thank him and express our gratitude to him in his absentia. Next, Dr. R.S. Sharma Saab, who has also actually personally called. Sir, today only he could not come actually. Till yesterday he had confirmed, but he could not come due to some sudden preoccupation. So in absentia, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to him on behalf of TRI. So now coming back to actually present authority, Dr. P.D. Vaghela, he has been actually source of inspiration for us, and he has read out his speech, the passion with which he has been working. In fact, I must say that almost 10 o'clock, we leave last actually, both of us. So he has been working with a passion for driving the TRAI currently. So I would like to express on behalf of all the officers and employees and other officers, TRAI, senior officers of TRAI, express my deep gratitude to him, sir. So really, you are a source of inspiration to us. Now coming back to Madam Miss Meenakshi Gupta. Madam, you have been really source of guidance for me. Actually, at every stage you have been guiding me. And then on behalf of all officers of TRI and employees, I would like to actually express my gratitude to you, Madam. Now actually, former authority, Mr. R.N. Prabhakar, former member, he has taken time off. Sir, we are really grateful to you with all your preoccupations, and at this age, you are able to grace the occasion personally, and then we express our deep gratitude to you, sir. Mr. Ashok, R. Ashok, former member, in fact, he has come to me, actually met earlier also, and he has taken time off and then come here and then personally graced this occasion. Sir, we express deep gratitude to you for having taken time off. Mr. Anil Kaushal Sab, sir, he has been actually personally known to me for a long time. Sir, really we are indeed, it is a pleasure and privilege for us actually to see you here on this occasion. So we express deep gratitude to you, sir, by name. We also express our sincere thanks to Mr. Sudhir Gupta Sab, former secretary. In fact, they were all actually there. I could step into stepping stones of their shoes. I could never imagine such a senior officer's shoes I could come into. And then, sir, really we express our deep gratitude to you on behalf of TRA. Mr. S.K. Gupta Saab, he has been actually very close friend of mine, and then he has been guiding me right from actually when I was there in the term cells earlier. And sir, for having taken time off, and then even now and then I used to consult him actually. He used to help me actually in resolving many of the complex issues. And sir, we take this opportunity to thank you, sir, for having personally come here. Mr. Parameshwaran, sir, former actually, he has retired as a principal advisor here. Sir, we acknowledge your presence and thank you for having taken time off to come and grace the occasion here, sir. I also personally thank actually two of the senior officers who could not come here. Mr. Rajaraman, DOT secretary, suddenly he has got a call just at 6 o'clock. He got a call from CAPSEC and then he had to rush. So I would like to thank him in his absentia for having actually given us the full support in all the aspects of TRAI's functioning. I also would like to thank in absentia Mr. Apur Chandra sir, who also could not come due to his preoccupation suddenly. And I would like to I also thank and acknowledge Mr. Manish Sinha, member finance DOT, who has come here all the way, taking time off for attending this function. I also would like to thank Secretary, Ministry of Culture. Actually, sir, they have actually extended their full support, and then at a short time, they could arrange the program through the Sangeet Naat Academy. I also would like to thank all the officials of Sangeet Naat Academy who have actually extended us the support, and you will be seeing the dance actually shortly, which is a marvelous dance. Actually, we have just gone through the glimpse of it. And I would like to also express my sincere gratitude to the administration of this Manekshaw administration for having extended us such a royal building for us to actually to commemorate our 25 years of celebration of TRA, and also incidentally coinciding with the AMRIT Kal, AZADI Ka Amrit MAHOTSAV celebration. So I am indeed honored actually to thank all of them. And I also would like to thank my senior colleagues, principal advisors of TRI, all the officers of TRI, employees and their family members who have taken time off and then As our chairman sir has told and the member madam has told, they have actually, without them, the officers and employees of TRAI would not have been there, and they would not have been able to contribute to this much to the organization and then the nation. So I would like to thank each and every family member who has come here in support of them as part of these celebrations. So finally, I would like to thank all, one and all, whom I could not name by name. Thank you all once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get ready for a wonderful dance presentation, Nritya Rupa, I would once again request you all to kindly put your mobile phones on silent mode. Nritya Rupa encapsulates the experience of Indian dance as it has evolved in various parts of the country. In so doing, it offers a glimpse of the great mosaic of cultures that constitutes the Indian nation and demonstrates in a creative, kinetic forms their dynamics in relation to each other. One seamless presentation of 6 dances has been visualized, leading to a jubilant finish. Nritya Rupa starts with a Shiv Stuti, a hymnal offering to Lord Shiva, whose dance of bliss symbolizes the cosmic cycle of creation and destruction. The Stuti draws in dances in pairs, representing the 6 dance forms, which are then demonstrated individually. Finally, at the climax, all the dancers perform together to a uniform rhythm and the soaring melody of a tarana. Here, all the streams merge in a surging demonstration of pure dance and melody. Nritya Rupa thus has an inherent symbolism. First, it exhibits before the audience the unique yet complementary character of each dance. The individual identity of the separate dance forms is then established. Finally, in the celebratory tarana, the entire mosaic comes together, each part uniting with the other. This is also the characteristic of our nation, which always rejoices in unison despite the cultural and social differences among its constituent parts. Nritya Rupa has been crafted under the artistic direction of Sangeet Natak Academy, India's National Academy of Music, Dance and Drama. So now let us enjoy Nritya Rupa. शिव शम्भो स्वयं शम्भो 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 शिव शम्भो स्वयं गंगाधर शंकर करुणाकर महासागर तारक गंगाधर शंकर करुणाकर महासागर तारक करुणाकर महासागर तारक ओ शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयं शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयं शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयं शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयं
जय शिव शंकर जय अभयंकर नमामि शंकर जय प्रलयंकर सोमनाथ शिव महाकाल जय विश्वनाथ जय ओमकार कर त्रिशूलधार कर गरुड़ पार जय जय तिहार 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 जय जय
शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयं शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयं शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयं शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयं
Hey,
और अब आप सबका परिचय करा दें कलाकारों से निवेदन है यहीं मंच पर रहें। शगुन भूटानी, जोरदार तालियों से कलाकारों का हौसला बढ़ाएं, उत्साह बढ़ाएं, धन्यवाद करें। आशा कुमारी, अरुण शंकर, संतोष नायर, साहुल भाटिया, हिमेश पारचा, बी जगदीशन, मोनिसा नायक, ईशानी अग्रवाल, मेनिका देवी, कीर्सना वाय, निकी नमोइजम और जीना देवी। प्रकाश सज्जा की ऋषभ श्रीवास्तव ने और कथकली रूप सज्जा यानी मेकअप उन्नी कृष्णन ने किया। एक बार जोरदार तालियां संगीत नाटक अकादमी के लिए और सभी कलाकारों के लिए यहाँ पर इतनी सुंदर प्रस्तुति लाने के लिए।
You might have seen the performance. In fact, this is such an enthralling and then such an involving dance I have never seen in my life. Such a perfection of the costumes, the shining, and then their expressions. And it is beyond my words actually to express our gratitude to all of you because of the huge hard work. All the way they have come, and each and every makeup, it will take 2 to 3 hours. Sir, actually, Kathakali I have seen in Kerala. In fact, 2 hours minimum, actually, the makeup and then the costumes putting. Such a marvelous piece of dances. That too, syncing all the types of dances. The perfection in the timing, we have never seen we would not never seen in our lives. Actually, we should thank them again, once again, a great performance, actually. Thank you all once again. And I also thank all my admin team, Mr. Tiwari, Ms. Vandana and their team, who have actually made this possible by persuading and then by bringing them, all of them here. Thank you once again. I express my gratitude to all of you.
थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू। रजत जयंती की ढेरों बधाइयाँ ट्राई परिवार को। ट्राई ने देश की सेवा में 25 साल लगाए हैं और इसी तरह दिनों दिन उन्नति करता रहे, इसी तरह ये परिवार फलता फूलता रहे और नई नई ऊंचाइयाँ, नए नए मुकाम हासिल करें। इसी शुभकामना के साथ आप सबको एक बार फिर से शुभकामनाएं। आज का कार्यक्रम यहीं संपन्न होता है। आप सभी के लिए भोजन की व्यवस्था है, कृपया भोजन स्वीकार करके, ग्रहण करके ही यहाँ से जाएं। नमस्कार, शुभ रात्रि।